Nearly 2 weeks after Stan Lee's death, Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige opened up about his last meeting with the late artist, not only honoring Lee's roots in Marvel, but the lasting legacy he'll leave behind. Feige reflected on Lee's role in paving the way for the future of the MCU. Both Stan Lee and Kevin Feige are major names in Marvel, though the current MCU would never exist without Lee's innovative work in comics, stemming all the way back to the creation of characters like Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. His legacy currently speaks for itself, given the far-reaching success of his work, and what Feige has managed to accomplish with the MCU is a testament to that. Now, following Lee's death, Feige has since reflected on his influence, while also touching on what the two discussed during their very last meeting together, which, of course, revolved solely around the future of Marvel. Related, Stan Lee co-created one last superhero before his death. Feige wrote an open farewell letter to Lee via email, sharing not only how Lee's very progressive style of storytelling personally inspired him, but how it completely revolutionized the mainstream storytelling landscape. As for their last meeting together, however, which took place roughly 2 weeks prior to Lee's death, Feige explained that they were discussing the future of Lee's cameos in the MCU, and how Lee seemed slightly more wistful than he had been in the past. Lee also joked about how he couldn't possibly expand his cameos into starring roles, as those duties were reserved for the actors. Feige added, he would show up to the movie set's game for anything, but one thing he would always do is try to add more lines. He always would joke, but not really joke, about wanting more lines, although he understood why we couldn't. God forbid he would start to overshadow the hero. That was something a character like Stan Lee could easily do. As a whole, Feige explained that his interactions with Lee were always pleasant. Even when Lee would come to set to film a cameo for any given movie in the MCU, everyone present was excited. Unfortunately, Lee's passing has incited some negativity as well, when comedian Bill Maher came under fire for criticizing the artist's legacy and reputation among fans and within the entertainment industry. Lee will still be showing up in a handful of future Marvel movies, including Captain Marvel and Avengers 4, and he also supplied his voice for animated cameos in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the Wreck-It Ralph sequel, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Unfortunately, it's unlikely that he'll be showing up in Spider-Man Far From Home, as his cameo has yet to be confirmed. Source: EU tags. Marvel.